Hey there, friend. Welcome back. I'm glad you're here with me today. Today, I'm going to tell you the story of one person, a person you already know. But I promise, by the end of this video, you won't see him the same way again. He was 15 years old. He was lying in bed, not moving. And still, his heart was racing like he just ran up a mountain. That heart almost ended his story before it began. Today, that same boy is one of the greatest footballers who ever lived. But before the trophies, before the money, before the fame, he was just a poor kid on a small island, crying because he wanted to win too badly. This is the real story of Cristiano Ronaldo. 1985. A small house, a tin roof, an island called Madeira, far out in the ocean. That's where Cristiano Ronaldo was born, into a family with almost nothing. His mom cooked and cleaned houses for money. His dad worked as a gardener and cleaned football boots on the side, just to bring home a little extra. 4 kids shared one bedroom. No holidays, no presents, just enough food most days. But Cristiano had one thing that cost nothing: a ball. Sometimes a real one, sometimes just a bundle of rags, sometimes an empty plastic bottle kicked around a stone street. And here's the strange part. He cried. A lot. Lost a street game? He cried. Teammates wouldn't pass him the ball? He cried. The other kids gave him a nickname, the Crybaby. But he wasn't crying because he was weak. He was crying because losing felt unbearable to him. Every other kid was playing for fun. He was playing like his life depended on it. At age 12, a scout from a big Lisbon club spotted him. They paid the club back home about £1,500 and took him away from his mom, his dad, his brother, his sisters. A 12-year-old boy, alone, in a city he'd never seen. He cried almost every night. The other academy kids mocked his island accent. He had no friends. He had nothing except a football pitch. And on that pitch, nobody could laugh at him. On that pitch, he was untouchable. 3 years later, at 15, something terrifying happened. He was training, running like always. Then his heart started pounding, hard, fast, like it was trying to escape his chest. Later that night, lying still in bed, doing nothing, his heart was still racing. Doctors gave it a name, a racing heartbeat, even at rest. Dangerous for any athlete, deadly if ignored. His mom got the call back in Madeira. She sat down and couldn't breathe. She thought it was over. But there was one option, a surgery. Doctors would go inside his heart and burn away the exact spot causing the problem. He wasn't scared. He was 15, and his dream was bigger than his fear. The surgery happened in the morning. By afternoon, he was already out of the hospital. A few days later, he was back on the pitch, running, smiling. His mother said something years later that's hard to forget. The surgery didn't just save him. It made him faster. By 17, he'd already made his professional debut and scored twice in his first game. Then, in the summer of 2003, his club played a friendly match against a famous English team, Manchester United. Before kickoff, the United manager, Alex Ferguson, mentioned something to his players almost as an afterthought. Watch out for their young winger. He's decent. That decent kid destroyed them. He ran at defenders again and again, leaving one so exhausted he had to sit down on the grass at halftime, beaten over and over by an 18-year-old. After the game, United's own players walked up to their manager and said, "Sign him. Not next season, now." 5 days later, Manchester United paid £12 million for him. Ferguson handed him the club's most legendary shirt number, the number 7, once worn by football icons. Cristiano didn't even want it. Too much pressure, he thought. Ferguson insisted anyway. He believed in the boy.
Life in England wasn't easy. He barely spoke English. Opponents kicked him around. Fans accused him of diving. So he did the only thing he knew how to do: work. First to training, last to leave, practicing the same free kick 1,000 times, then 10,000, building muscle in the gym night after night. The skinny kid from Madeira turned himself into a machine.
Then, in 2005, tragedy hit. His father, the man who once cleaned football boots for pennies, passed away. He never got to see his son lift a single major trophy. Cristiano was only 20. He cried again. But this time, it wasn't about football. His manager, Ferguson, became something like a second father to him, pushing him, protecting him, shaping him into a champion, both on and off the pitch.
By 2008, he wasn't just a talented winger anymore. He was a goal machine. 42 goals that season, a Premier League title, a Champions League trophy, sealed with his own header in the final. At 23, he won his first Ballon d'Or, the award for the world's best player. The barefoot boy from a poor island was now officially the best footballer on the planet. In 2009, Real Madrid paid a world record fee to sign him. 80,000 fans packed a stadium just to watch him hold up a shirt before he'd even kicked a ball for them. Over the next 9 years, he scored over 450 goals, more than a goal a game, 4 more Champions League titles, 4 more Ballon d'Or awards. He and his great rival battled for over a decade for the title of best on earth. But one trophy still avoided him, a major title with his own country. The European Championship. Portugal reached the final, facing the host nation, France, as huge underdogs. 8 minutes in, disaster. A collision. His knee. He tried to play through it and couldn't. 25 minutes in, he went down again. This time, he was carried off on a stretcher, sobbing, hiding his face from the cameras. His country's biggest match ever, and their captain was gone. But he didn't leave. He put on a tracksuit, stood by the sideline the entire match, and refused to sit down. He shouted instructions. He gave a halftime speech, telling his team he was certain, absolutely certain, they would win. In extra time, a substitute nobody expected scored the winning goal. Portugal won their first ever major football trophy, and the captain, who'd been carried off in tears, was now lifting the trophy in joy. He didn't play a single minute of the second half, but he became the heart of that victory anyway.
After that, the wins kept coming. 3 Champions League titles in a row with Real Madrid, something no club had done in the modern era. He moved clubs, kept scoring. In 2022, he signed a record-breaking contract in Saudi Arabia, opening the door for other stars to follow him there. In 2024, nearing 40 years old, he became the first male player in history to hit 900 career goals.
Now, in 2026, at 41 years old, he's stepping onto the biggest stage one final time, his 6th World Cup. He has almost every trophy football can give: 5 Champions Leagues, 5 Ballon d'Ors, a European title. Only one has never been his: the World Cup. If Portugal wins it and he lifts that trophy, he becomes the oldest World Cup winner in football history. The boy who cried because he wanted to win too much. The boy whose heart nearly stopped. The boy laughed at for his accent and for missing his father's biggest moments. That same boy might be about to hold the biggest trophy in football at 41 years old. We don't know how this last chapter ends yet, but here's what his story really teaches us. The thing people mock you for, caring too much, trying too hard, feeling too deeply, that's not weakness.
that might be exactly what makes you great. So tell me in the comments, which part of his story hit you hardest? The crying kid on the street, the failing heart, or the captain who won a final without playing a single minute? Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.